Hey, what's up? Okay, hold on one second. Let me sit right. Hold on. My dressy is everywhere. One second. Oh, I. So, you guys ready? I'm ready, and you guys can't see me. Okay, and I can't see you either. Hold on. Here we go. Not too far down. Hey, not too far down. Look up here. Up here. There's nothing to see down there. Okay, guys, how are you guys doing? If I am if I am getting frozen, okay, let me know and I will adjust nothing because there's not crap I can do because it's not my fault. It is a StreamYard. So I can't adjust nothing. All I can do is hope and pray for the best. What I can do is maybe refresh the page. I don't know. But yeah. Hi guys. I'm in a mood today. So you guys are going to get all of this. You guys are going to get it all. I'm in a mood. I've had a nice meal of chicken blood today, but it was chicken blood, and chicken blood tastes like chicken. It's so good, so tasty. So anyway, I am feeling very very happy now that I've had my chicken blood, and you guys are gonna get all of this happiness. Did you guys? Okay, not all of you guys were here. Okay, not all of you guys were here for the thingy, right? So, like Thursday, I told you guys about the grandma who getting the divorce and all of that. Now, if you guys weren't here, I'll give you guys really quickly. No, we're not having goat cheese today. We're not having goat cheese today, but I will tell you about the men being charged $10,000 for their goat cheese. But just hold on. There's something else I want to tell you guys about. There was this old lady, well, not this old lady. Her daughter was 66 years old. Her daughter came into my office and said, I am looking for divorce services. And I thought to myself, dang, you're a little old to be getting a divorce. Aren't you like 66 years old? She's like, yeah, I'm 66. Sure. What kind of divorce do you need? She said, oh, it's not for me. It's for my mother. Madam, unless your mother had you when she was 10, I don't understand what you're saying. How old is your mother? She goes, my mother is 93. 93. How old is the poor man that's about to be dragged through the courts? Oh, he's 96. That's my father. How long was their marriage? 72 years. Okay. So this is a continuation of that. So that's what we're continuing today. In case you guys were not here on Thursday, that's what we're continuing today. Because I have something else to show you. The courts are now proposing a new way to milk men for money. They are attempting to control men's bodies because they are trying to have revenge on the conservatives for taking away. Oh, I'm frozen again. Lovely. Okay, I know how to do this. Hold on. I can do it.
You got it?
I'm trying. It's not letting me do it this time.
Yeah.
It got smart now. God dang it. It got smart. Now it's not letting me. Oh, it's not letting me do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe turn your camera off for a minute because, we can hear the audio just fine.
It doesn't let me. I'm pushing everything and it won't let me do anything. It even froze my screen too. So it's not. Oh my God.
But sometimes, I don't know. Maybe close the window and then open a new one and come back in. I might do
My
it.
windows are closed. It's cold outside. Why would I open my windows?
No, the window on your screen.
Oh, stupid. Oh, I was like, wait, what kind of voodoo is that? Close the windows. Okay, I did it. I did it. Wait.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
yeah. And then now okay.
all right, now you're not frozen.
Okay, so now I know how to unfreeze myself. I close the window and then I open the window back open again. Not the real window, but Okay, so anyway, this is a continuation, right? So women were sitting here ever since Roe v. Wade, the whole Roe v. Wade issue happened. Since then, women were sitting around having think tanks of how they can get back at men for taking away their ability to murder their fetus. Now, the idea that the women came up with is this: what we will do is we will charge men for having sex with us, for making the goat cheese with us, if they are not trying to procreate. So, unless you are trying to impregnate me, if you ejaculate, this is going to get a little bit adult conversation, okay, guys? I hope the children are sleeping. It's time for adults to talk. But if you ejaculate and you are not attempting to impregnate me, then I can take you to court and the courts will charge you $10,000. So this is their big huge idea. Serious. No, it's not even 4B, oh blindy, because now the ladies are saying that they want to have sex. Now, watch this. Just hear me out. Hear me out. They want to punish men for taking away their ability to kill fetuses, as if it was only men who wanted to stop this. Now, wait. How are you going to punish men for something that women are asking for? Hold on. Wait. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but the majority of times when goat cheese happens, you guys know what I'm talking about, goat cheese. The majority of times that goat cheese happens, it's not because women are being forced into it. And also, when the goat cheese happens, it's not the men being the only ones who are enjoying it. So, for them to act like, well, if the man ejaculates or if he has an orgasm, then we're going to charge him $10,000. Oh my God. You're the one who welcomed that situation. You welcomed that situation, but you're going to try to charge him. Oh, great. Now I look like I'm drunk again. Hold on. I'm getting myself out. I did it. Boom. Just like that. It's something wrong with StreamYards, guys. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's StreamYard. I'm sorry. But you see that, Samael? I got myself out without any trouble. See that? So that is the bill, and I'll give you guys all the proper details in a second. I'm going to try to pull up the. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I am in such a mood today. I don't know why I'm feeling so weird right now, but yeah, maybe I'm having a stroke. I don't know, but it feels great. Whatever it is, it's feeling great. I just, yeah. Okay, hold on. I found. Somebody asked, what happens if you don't do a number 2 for 2 to 3 days? Does that mean that you've got colon cancer? Well, then that means I've got all the cancers. I've got them all. Like 2 to 3 days. I'm like, oh, that's light work. Anyway, let me see. Okay, I have the news now. Sorry, guys. I need to get my lenses on. So, oh, come on. All right, I'm opening the document. Because before I used to be able to preview the document and now I can't. Now I actually have to fully open the document, Larry, in order to view it. It's so strange. So strange. Here we go. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Yep. And we're in, baby. We are in. Yes. All right. Thank you, Larry. Larry, you really do think like me. He actually did. Yep. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. Am I frozen again? Am I okay? I'm not frozen. All right. Oh, Samael, if I freeze, because I won't be looking at the screen. So if I freeze, can you just pop on and just tell me? Because I'm not going to be looking at StreamYard screen. Actually, you know what? I could do, yeah, I'll just do half screens. So then I can actually watch, yeah, I'll watch this and I can watch that at the same time. Awesome.
You're frozen
Yeah.
now.
Oh, great. Of course.
Oh, nope, now
You
you're
know,
not.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. Actually, you know what
Yeah,
I'll do?
we need to sit down and seriously look at other options. StreamYard has been a pain in the ass for a while now.
I can't believe how bad it's gotten. It's gotten so bad. But I mean, at least it's not messing up the audio, so it's fine. Okay, so if I do freeze for permanently, just let me know and I will unfreeze myself. Okay. All right, here we go, and we're off. Ohio. So the bill that I was just talking to you guys about came from Ohio. Ohio Democrats are wasting taxpayer money on a bill that's destined to fail. Earlier this week, Democrat State Representative Tristan Reid and Anita Somani have introduced a bill aimed at punishing men for enjoying the goat cheese without the intent to impregnate. The bill is a time and money wasting tool aimed at the hypocrisy of bills that regulate women's bodies, which means you can't kill your fetus, uh, don't be a whore, um, use all the 33 forms of birth control, or just close your legs, you sloot. Oh, but I'm sorry, that means regulating women's bodies. I'm sorry. But anyway, if this bill is passed, it will do the following. Number one, men will be charged with a felony under the law if they have unprotected goat cheese without the intention of impregnating the woman. Number two, men will be charged $1,000 for the first offense, $5,000 for the second, and $10,000 for every offense after. Mm-hmm. Number three, exceptions to this bill are sperm donations, masturbation, and any sexual activity performed by members of the LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick community. I'll be goddamned. I'll be goddamned. Isn't that funny? Isn't that just a little coinky dink? Little coinky dink. So, this bill is aimed at targeting straight people, essentially. All you faggots can enjoy all the sex you want. Oh, you carpet munchers, you guys can orgasm away. Don't worry, you guys are all safe. Now, for the straighties, if you guys aren't procreating, what are you having sex for? You straight people, oh, ye straight people, if you guys are making goat cheese and you're not having babies, then you need to be fined for it. Because only Faggot Nation and Carpet Munchers Anonymous are allowed to enjoy goat cheese. Because that's what goat cheese was actually originated for. I mean, of course, goat cheese is not meant for straight people to enjoy for fun. No. For straight people, making goat cheese is only for procreation, reproduction, and population inflation in the nation, communication, indignation. I think, you know what? I think it may have been a flaggot who made this. I think it may have been a flaggot who made this bill. It may have been. It says that they were women, but even women can be flaggots. Hmm? Tell you that. Tell you that right now. Women can be flaggots too. Hmm. Now, anyway, back to the article. Somani and Raid clarified that their intent with excuses. They clarified their intent with excuses during an interview with reporters concerning this bill. With Somani telling reporters that their bill, dubbed the Conception Begins at Erection Act, that may be seen as a waste of time by some, but state representatives have wasted time and money on other bills in the past, so why can't we do it too? Raid backed up her Raid backed up her friend by admitting that the bill isn't meant to pass anything. Its purpose is solely to call out the hypocrisy of laws controlling women's bodies. What woman is charged money for having an orgasm? I don't I don't see the correlation. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I could actually understand the correlation between the two, maybe I wouldn't think it's something, so idiotic and dumb and, bunch of imbeciles sitting around trying to figure out how to rub their brain cells together to figure out an idea. But I don't see the correlation. Where's the correlation between charging men for having goat cheese with women and not impregnating them, and women being controlled by the government regulating their bodies? Do they really believe that trying to protect fetuses and the unborn and the children that can't speak yet, that is a way of regulating their bodies? I mean, it's almost like they don't see that I'm going to undo it. I'm going to undo it. Did I do it? Okay, I did it. It's almost as if they can't understand that that person that is inside of you now is not you. You are not that person. That baby that's inside of you is not you. We're not regulating your body. We're protecting that one, the one you just made. What did Sam say? He said, this is like those idiots getting vasectomies to protest RV Wade overturning. Right, exactly. It makes absolutely no sense. Next, they will hit us with the no sex before marriage. Damn these liberals. You know what? They're becoming more conservative than us. Wow, you are right, old blindy. They are becoming the new conservatives. They have gone full circle. They've gone so left that now they're coming from the right. You are right, old blindy. What's next? No sex before marriage? Huh? Women cover up? Don't let men view your bodies. We are the ones who are in control of our bodies. Let's all wear burqas. What's next? Are you kidding me? I mean, just think about it. Just think about it. They might start becoming more conservative than the conservatives, but for all the different reasons. For in their mind, they are taking control of their bodies. That is so funny. Next is going to be what?
For the record, they've already done that whole, like, cover up the bodies thing. And like, that's why so many women like ugly themselves up and wear potato sacks and stuff. It's to combat the evils of the quote unquote male gaze. They've been doing that for years already.
I just want them to just come out with it. Just start wearing burqas. You know what I should do? Me as a Muslim, as an Arab, I can do this. I could go over there to the feminist meetings and be like, "Hey, you know what will really get them? You know what will really make the men suffer? If all the beautiful women wore bags over our heads and we just had little slits in the front. Yeah? They would never know who's pretty and who's ugly. Nobody could judge us. Let's do it. What do you say? Empowerment, women empowerment. Next thing you know, America's going to be looking like Saudi Arabia. I know, I'm going to unfreeze myself. Hold on. Next thing you know, America's going to be looking like Saudi Arabia. Even Saudi Arabia is going to be like, what the hell? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I should do that. I should do that just to troll the hell out of all of them. What do you say? I'm like, come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. We need to get the power back. Huh? The men can't look at us if we don't want them to. Oh man, I am loving this. Burqa for empowerment. I love it. Queen Erin. And no. I'm getting too far off of this. I'm getting too far. I'll stop. Okay, I'll calm down. But we make housewives great again. Oh, that's another way. Watch. At the feminist meeting, be like, you know what, ladies? We should just get out of the workforce. That'll teach them. That'll teach the men who's boss. They'll see what they're missing, ladies. We should get out of the workforce. Go back home. All be covered up. Never leave the house. It'll be a new America. And then, you know the funny thing? If they actually started listening to me, the stock market would rise, economy would improve, men would actually start wanting to be married again. Things would get so much better, and they wouldn't even realize what they've done. Crazy. Well, yes. Oh man, I just, it's like the left can't figure out if they want to be conservatives or hoes. I just no, but that's the thing. It's like they're going so far that way that they're coming this way. My gosh. All right. Moving on. New topic. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I'll do this one. Now. Are you guys ready? President Zelensky, or as we know him as Joe Biden's sugar baby. Joe Biden's sugar baby, Zelensky, gaslights Europe in the wake of America meeting with Russia. Now, after a member of the Trump administration had informed the European leaders that they can join the meeting between American and Russian officials to end the Ukraine war once and for all, they will not have a say in the decision making. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky attempted to gaslight the European leaders into creating an armed forces of Europe to fight for supposedly their own sake. Now, hear me out. Here it is. If you guys aren't understanding where I'm going with this, this is the speech. In this speech, Zelensky said, and I quote, "It is not about budgets. It's about people realizing that they need to defend their own homes. Money alone will not stop an enemy assault. We need this so that decisions about Europe are made in Europe, not America." As As his gaslighting speech continued, Zelensky also declared that, and I quote, Ukraine will never accept deals made behind our backs without our involvement. Are you stupid? Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. The quote continues. He said, Ukraine will never accept deals made behind our backs without our involvement. And the same rule should apply to all of Europe. A few days ago, President Trump told me about this conversation with Putin. Not once did he mention that America needs Europe at the table. That says a lot. The old days are over when America supported Europe just because it always had. End quote. You mama huevo, you hijo la gran puta. Oh my god, you very funny. You very funny. This guy, out of all people, saying that he would no longer have other countries make decisions for Ukraine. You fool! Everybody has been making decisions for your nation since its conception. When has Ukraine been anything but slaves to other nations? What happened to the Obama days? Obama ran Ukraine with no issue. And the deals between, okay, even when Obama was running Ukraine, he sent Biden over there to do the dirty work. And now he's acting like, oh, Ukraine, we make our own decisions. Shut up. You've been on your knees for every powerful nation since the beginning. He's been on his knees, literally and figuratively. I mean, from what I heard with him and Biden, let me tell you, whew, there's not a reason why he left the White House after his meeting with Biden, wiping his mouth. Okay, there's a reason why he left doing that. Okay, I'm sorry. Zelensky made his move with this speech after a British official begged the European Union to increase their support of Ukraine and suggested that the United States tie our industry, defense capability, and businesses to Ukraine with the belief that doing so will force Putin to back off. So he's saying if the European Union increases their support of Ukraine and the United States just gives Putin the middle finger and we just keep on supporting Ukraine just like Biden was doing in the beginning of this war, if we just keep doing that, Putin will just say, oh, I can't handle this anymore. I'm just going to back off now. Oh, I'm tired. Who does he think he's talking about? Who? Do you not know Putin? Huh? You don't know Putin? KGB? A Chorny Delfin? Do you guys know Chorny Delfin? Chorny Delfin? Chorny Delfin means black dolphin in Russian. Chorny Delfin is a prison that it's in the middle. Look up Chorny Delfin for yourself. Black dolphin. Anyway, this is Putin. Who do you think you're talking about? Putin. The more people you put against him, the more he gets energized. So this guy is so stupid, and he knows that. To be honest, he knows that. He just wants the United States to keep on with the support like Biden was doing. He just wants that to continue. But where has that gotten us? Where has that gotten us? When Biden was in office, all we were doing is Ukraine, support Ukraine, billions of dollars to Ukraine, Ukraine. And where has this Putin running off happened? It hasn't happened, has it? Because it's not going to happen. It's like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Anyway, I am so exactly, Zealage. Me too. Me too. Because think about just where we would be. But okay, all right. Let me move on. I'll move on. Hi, Damasceno family. Hi there. Hi, Damasceno family. They say we're heading towards the right direction. Our vice president, Pete Hegseth, and Marco Rubio will let Zelensky and every country know that we are not their sugar mamas anymore. I know I'm frozen. I'm coming. Hold on one second. There we go. Is it good? Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I know. You are so right. And thank you. Thank you for that. I haven't seen you here before, but welcome. Welcome over. My name is Amira. This is the Excel Lioness channel. I am so happy to see new people. Thank you for being here. I hmm, I know, Dan. The money laundering, that's all it was. And people are like, "Oh, we're helping Ukraine." You're not doing anything. You okay. Why do you think that the people who were in the Biden administration and all the people who supported Biden and the Democrats, why do you think that they were so eager to send that much money over there? You really think that they're just full of charity? You really think that these people are just like, we just want to help? You really think that? People are so naive. At least Trump is honest. We don't want to help. We want you to help yourselves. We want you to help yourself, and we want to be out of it. All right, moving on. Let's talk about LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick. You guys know Valentine's Day just happened. Okay, Valentine's Day was like, I don't know, 24 hours ago. And the thing is, people ask me, said, Amira, what did your husband do for you for Valentine's Day? He bought me a vacuum. He bought me a vacuum. And he didn't buy the vacuum for Valentine's Day. No. He bought me the vacuum 2 days before Valentine's Day. And then Valentine's Day came yesterday. And I was just being smart because I didn't even know it was Valentine's Day until like 9 o'clock yesterday. And I went to him and I asked him, I said, honey, it's Valentine's Day. What are you going to get me? Where's my roses? He looked at me and said, I got you a vacuum 2 days ago. Why are you asking for something? I got you a vacuum. Why you're not using it? I'm sitting here like, I'm like, so this is the romance. This is the romance that I get. Who believes in that crap? It's not real. It's not real. But anyway, you guys know that Valentine's Day was yesterday, and there was a would-be transsexual killer. It almost happened as a Valentine's Day school mass shooting. But this Valentine's Day school mass shooting was thwarted by a tip. An 18-year-old transsexual, transgender, whatever they call it now, because I guess transsexual is offensive. An 18-year-old transgender named Trinity Shockey. Trinity Shockey? Trinity, like three. And then Shockey, like shock, like zzz. Three shocks. Okay, anyway. This 18-year-old teenager, transgender, Trinity Shockey, was arrested for plotting a mass shooting at Mooresville High School in Indianapolis. Shockey, who is actually a woman, not a woman, a biological female. Well, she is a woman, but she's a biological female, but identifies as a male. She was busted by the FBI, who took action after they were tipped off about Trinity's plan to shoot up her school on Valentine's Day. Now, for those people who tell me that transgenderism is not a mental condition, it's not a mental illness, look at this crap. This is common in these people. They're not mentally stable. But anyway, Trinity planned to perform the school shooting on Valentine's Day to celebrate the 7-year anniversary of the Parkland school shooting. The article did not reveal who tipped off the FBI, who actually charged Trinity with conspiracy to commit murder, threat to commit terrorism, and conspiracy to commit intimidation. I didn't even know that that was a crime. A conspiracy to commit intimidation. I didn't even know that that was a crime, but hey, I'm glad that they're tacking on anything that they can. Make up charges for all I care. Make them up. I don't care. And she's being held without bail. You guys know what that means. When you're being held without bail, it's not because they want to see your pretty face. No, you're in for the long run. A search into Trinity's background revealed that she is the daughter of a 19-year military veteran, and suffered broken bones and head injuries after being struck by a drunk driver when she was merely 15 years old. Members of the Mooresville community, they started a fundraiser to help Trinity with her medical bills, which makes her plot even more sinister because these people actually went out of their way to try to help her with her medical bills after that drunk driver struck her. And then she attempted to kill the children of said community that tried to help her. Trinity's fellow students, whom she planned to murder, were very likely a part of the fundraising effort since Trinity was walking to school when she was hit by the drunk driver. This is what I'm talking about, and I believe that the asylums need to be reopened. Mental institutions need to be reopened. We can't, we have our mentally ill. I know, it's doing it again. 1 second. We have our mentally ill walking around on the streets in America instead of actually taking care of them in an institution where they can be medicated or safe, or we have them outside because we're saying, oh, mental institutions are inhumane. What's more inhumane, putting them in an institution or letting them rot on the streets? Because that's what's happening. Have you guys looked outside of any city? That's our mentally ill. The people screaming outside, walking down the street, screaming to themselves. They are the ones who need to be in the, but okay, I know, it's not. All right, I'll move on to another topic. This is my last topic for you guys regarding the news, and then I want to talk to you guys just on the fly. But here we go. Regarding illegal immigration, the Coast Guard has intercepted an illegal alien boat and has sent it back. Now, while there were, listen, while they were on patrol a few days ago, the Coast Guard came face to face with a 30-foot boat that was overloaded with 132 Haitian illegal aliens, 50 miles off of the Florida coastline. "132 Haitian illegal aliens, 50 miles from the Florida coastline." The Coast Guard allowed the Haitians to board their boat so that the Coast Guard could feed them, give them medical attention, and then they prepared the Haitians for their boat ride back to Haiti. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can only imagine. Can you guys imagine? They listen. They got to America, right? The Coast Guard let them get there, board up and everything. They're like, come in. We have water and cookies and sandwiches and yeah. Yeah. So when are we getting off the boat to go over there to the hotels where we can get free hotels for the night, government taxpayer money paid for? Oh, that. Oh, see, your boat is about to be docking. You're getting back on that boat. You're going home. That's funny. That is hilarious. They are still trying. They really are. They still are. Why didn't they just go to the Dominican Republic? Listen, don't ask why. Just laugh and enjoy the fact that they aren't here. Okay? The Coast Guard allowed the Haitians to board their boat. They gave them medical attention. They fed them. They gave them drink, like water, not alcohol, of course. And then they prepared them to ride on back to Haiti. The Coast Guard has ramped up its border enforcement duties since Trump was sworn in as president. It's amazing what a new president can do for a nation. It's beautiful. But there was a telling to the reporters that the Coast Guard's current role is to assist the transport of illegal aliens to designated deportation sites. Not here. Not here. I don't know where you're going, but you're getting the hell up out of here. That's how that works. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. I love it. I love it. Don't you? You guys tell me, what is there not to love about that? America is back, baby. America is back. We're back. We're back like we never left. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. DR doesn't play no Haitians. Well, that's another thing. Other nations aren't as accepting as America. Other nations, now you want to call it racism? Other nations are really racists, okay? Real racists. Daddy's home. I know. Zealage, at least they took care of them. I think that's what confused them. They probably thought, wow, this is just the beginning. We're getting taken care of. We got seen by a doctor, getting some food. This is just the beginning of my new life in America. And then right back on the boat. There you go. Can you imagine the same coastline that they saw when they were coming? They were like, oh, yes, America, America. That's the same coastline that they saw behind them as they went right back home. I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. He says, I learned the bad words from a Ukrainian, not very tolerant. Telling you. In Russian, oh my god, I shouldn't tell you guys this. But in Russian, they have the word is hishnik. Hishnik. And hishnik is like, have you guys seen Alien versus Predator? Right? You guys have seen Alien versus Predator, right? I think Predator is the one with they look like dreadlocks. They kind of look like dreadlocks, but the long hair. Now, Hishnik is what they call the Predator from Alien versus Predator. Many Russians call black people Hishnik, Predator, and that's just how it is. And a lot of them don't see it as a bad thing. It's like a term of endearment in their words. But if if you were to translate that and tell Americans that Russians call black people predator, I don't think most people would take that lightly. I think most people would see that as an insult, but it is the way it is. And that's why I say, like, uh, anybody who really, if you actually understand what Russians are saying, or if you've ever been to Russia or hung around Russian, they are very cold people. They're very cold, not just temperature wise. They're just cold, and they don't mean anything by it. They don't mean anything about it, but that's just how they talk. So, Jamaican, yeah, yeah. I guess in their eyes, yeah, Hishnik and Predator are Jamaican. Yeah. He says, I know of the B word in Russian. Which one? Which one? There's too many B words in Russian. Okay. I can just give you three. You have suka, suka. You have shluha, shluha. You have uh you have too many. I'm not gonna even get into it. There's way more than one B word in Russian. Because for Russians there has to be many ways that you can insult people. Anyway, what was I telling you guys? Bilet is not the B word. Blet is like damn, or like it's like saying the F word, you know, blet. Blet. Where is Madasuka tonight? I don't know. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. Madasuka. That's why he put his name as Suka, because he knew what it means in Russian. Madasuka. Oh, BTK says every mass shooting was 24/7 news during a Republican administration, but not during a Democrat one. Because I mean, you guys know the reasons why. I don't even have to tell you why. You guys know. It's always about Republicans being the cause of gun violence because Republicans believe in the Second Amendment. And if you believe in the Second Amendment, that means that you are promoting gun violence. Guys, stop it. Stop it. Let's just let's get back to it. Let's get back to like being normal, okay? All right. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is this. So when I was talking to you guys the other day about I'm frozen again. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. When I was talking to you guys the other day about the lady, I want I didn't have much time to talk to you guys that day, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about something. What I wanted to say to you that day that I couldn't because I was moving too fast that day, I had to get out of there. But I wanted to tell you the what is the old man who yells at clouds? I know, I know, I know. He does. He gives you education on fun words that you can use to insult people. He has a very big vocabulary for that. Okay, so here we go. Back to what I was saying. Oh, yes, Yakub. Yes, they do use fear to gain power. It's old school. It's old school because Eastern Europeans still are old school. You know, they still believe in the old school ways, using fear to control people. Um, all right, so what was I telling you? What I wanted to tell you guys that day was sometimes I feel a disgust um, of women. And I know this is bad. And I know Erin understands me. Erin, she probably understands me more than anybody. But it's sometimes I feel a disgust because hear me out, hear me out. The reason I say I feel disgust for women sometimes is because we could be so much better. We could be so much more we could be so much more valuable to our families, our communities, our people if we stop trying to be men and if we stop with the idea that we are something that we're not. That's all. And the reason I say that is because when I told you guys the truth about that 93-year-old woman, something something hurt me inside about that story. And I couldn't figure out why because I was like, why am I so invested? It's a crazy story, but it's not that big of a deal. It kind of is. Because what in the world, what in the flying fluke would make a person of that age? Because think about it. When a man reaches a certain that age, I guess, there should be a moment in a man's life where he can relax and say, I got it all. I have it. I don't need to worry about what's coming next because I have it. I have the family. I have the woman who's by me. I have the kids. I have the home. I have it. I have the thing that every man wants. I have it. But men cannot rest even in their 90s. And that bothers me because I think about my grandfather or I think about men, just older men in general. They didn't used to have this issue. They didn't used to always be waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I think about the stress that that causes a man or a leader of a family. You know, the man is leader of the family, but you just never know when that other shoe is going to drop on you. And I was thinking to myself, we're going to take this 96-year-old man to court. And we're going to take him to court and we are going to ask him to provide a financial declaration, tell us all the money and savings and assets that he has accumulated over his lifetime. We are going to ask that those be divided and it won't be equal. And she will most likely ask for support. And all of this at 96 years old. This man, when his wife served him divorce papers, he got up out of his chair in the living room and packed his bag. He packed a small bag, like a duffel bag, and he left the house. He went to go stay with his friend. And at that age, why should a man have to do that? Why? What, like, that age you should feel safe that you that there's some stability, that there's something solid in your life. But even then, there's nothing solid. Even then, you're still disposable. Disposable to the person that you thought was with you for 72 years. Well, yeah, exactly, Zealot. You would think that you would be able to sleep with both eyes closed. You would think that by then you'd be able to really get a good sleep, a good night's sleep. And you would think. I can understand a man in his 30s, a man in his 40s worrying about, the wife wanting to divorce him and take him for all he's got. But, you know, past past 50, there should be some stability. There should be some security in life. I mean, I know. I'm stupid for thinking that anything should be forever. Nothing lasts forever, I guess. But it just bothered me. That's all. It really does bother me. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to accept this case. I think I'm not going to accept it. I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. And I know what's going to happen. There's going to be a complaint for discrimination. We discriminated against her because of her age, blah, 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 blah. And, whatever. If the bar association wants to sanction us or whatever, fine, so be it. But I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do it. I'd rather take the sanction. I'll take the discrimination. I'm a discriminator. I just discriminated. I'll take it because I know that's what's going to happen. Because, I just can't. I can't do it. Because, the reason I can't is because I'm thinking about the man and I'm thinking about having to take him. And do you guys know what happens in the divorce process? Do you guys even have any clue of the steps that happens. You, when you are getting a divorce or getting divorced, you have to provide a summary. I know I'm frozen. Of course, I froze at the most beautiful point of the screen, but you have to provide a summary of all of your assets. Basically, what are you worth? What are you worth? And how much money do you make? How much money do you think you'll make in the future? How much have you saved? How many vehicles do you have? How many properties do you have? Do you have any gold? Do you have any expensive furniture? Do you have something of value? How many bank accounts do you have? Now, how much debt do you have? Do you have any credit card debt? Do you have a mortgage? It it's a tedious, irritating, horrific process to go through. And well, this 96-year-old man is going to have to experience it probably for the first time. Actually, it is for the first time, yeah, because he's never been divorced. So he's going to have to experience this for the first time in his life at 96 years old, which is going to hurt even more because the majority of things that he's accumulated or he's acquired in his life has been with his wife. The majority of things that he's gotten, they probably went out and bought together. There's probably memories behind every piece of furniture in the house, every single pair of trousers that he has, every shirt that he has. Maybe she's, and there's just too many memories behind everything at that point. I can't imagine. That might do him in. This process just might do him in. He's made it to 96 years old and he dies because of the process of a divorce. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, how do you make it to that age, which is an achievement in itself? And then me, I'm sitting here, what, helping your wife divorce you. I'm not. No. I can't. I can't do it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And yeah, it is discrimination. It is. And that's fine. I'm discriminating. So, yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And that's what I'm talking about the disgust of the disgusting part of women. I mean, you know, you could say it's not because she's a woman that she did this. No, it is. It is. It is. Because 70 or 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Women are the ones who want to divorce, not men. Women are the ones that want divorce more than anybody, and feminism. And you would think that, really quickly, he would be the one, you would think, with these red pill guys, that you would say, oh, this is a red pill thing. The men of the red pill are evil. He would be the one who want to divorce her because she's old. She's old and saggy and wrinkly and blah, blah, blah. But men don't see things that way. The majority of men don't. Unless you are starting a new marriage with someone, you don't want them saggy and wrinkly. But once you've been in a marriage for years and years and years, most men don't tend to see the woman that they married when they were in their 20s, 30s. They don't tend to see her as an old wrinkly bag. They tend to see her as what they saw them as when they got married. And every wrinkle on her face came from laughter and smiles and possibly tears throughout the years They don't see it that way. That's her. That's life. Whatever's on her body came from life. Every mark on her body, every stretch mark, that came from my kids. Her bringing my family into the world. They're not going to see her as, oh, she's a mother. Blah, blah, blah. No, that's their wife. It's not the same. And it's not men who want to leave the woman. It's not the men saying, oh, the woman, she's old, she's blah. No, he's happy. It's the women who want to leave. But once you're back on the market, you're not as what's it called? You're not as valuable anymore as a woman. You're not. You're only valuable to a man because you've provided value to him. But anyway, uh, she thinks she'll get Shadow. She's like, I'm gonna get out there, get me a young man. I'm gonna get me a young buck. I'm gonna get me a 60-year-old man that's ready for me, who's been waiting for me all his life. I don't know, man. I just every wrinkle has a story and a memory. See, Samuel, I knew you got it in you. I knew it. Samuel isn't as cold as I thought he is.
Oh, I want to take it back now.
No, no, no. You already said it now. Now I'm already teary eyed.
Ah,
They grow up
jeez.
so fast. They grow up so fast. It's true. It's so true. But you know what? Those wrinkles and your stretch marks and your cellulite and whatever else, when you're back on the market as a single woman, they are not pluses. They're not positives. But when you're in a marriage and you're with a man and you provide value to him, they're positives. Every wrinkle, every stretch mark, everything on your body is a positive. But not when you get back on the dating market. No, no, no. No. Men don't like to buy cars with scratches. They don't like to. Somebody said divorce nearly killed them. Really? Fionn, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, BTK. It almost makes me want to contact her husband and represent him. That, you know what? That might be the thing to do. I might just have to do that. We'll contact the husband. Hmm. I blame the simps for feminism. Yeah, I see where, yeah. But, well, yeah, yeah. Because in the beginning, before feminism actually took hold of America, there had to be a man who felt bad or sympathized with the cause, of feminism, who said, "Oh, let's give it to the women. They deserve to be treated as equals," not realizing that those would be the last words, famous last words of America. Say that you're suspicious of her state of mind. I'm not allowed to say that because that would be making a medical conclusion, and I'm not allowed to do that without proper diagnosis. I can't say that I suspect that she's not well mentally. You can say it, but that's, yeah, it looks bad. It leaves a bad taste, and then you're not really supposed to say that. You know what I could do? I could say that our deposit fee is $75,000. I'll say, yeah, $75,000. You got that? Or $100,000? And see, and then she'll say, "Oh my God, that's ridiculous." And then she said, I'm not taking this, I'm not signing this contract with this firm. No way. They're trying to take advantage of me. That way we can get rid of her without actually having to discriminate per se. Yeah. I blame the little hats for feminism. Well, well, yeah, because the media and Hollywood and yeah, yeah, well, yeah, because you know what? Yeah, and the news and the because all now, okay, you guys remember all those women empowerment movies? All the women empowerment movies, like saying, "Oh, the women superheroes and women, what's it called? Like fighters who were in the movies. They're fighting and they're beating men up, and they're just so strong and badass." And you're like, you know that isn't true. You know it's not true. I mean, even if she was a great fighter, there is no possible way that a woman will be able to take on a room of 20, 25 men physically. You know, you guys seen those movies? Have you seen those movies where you have the woman fighting and the woman is just so badass, and she's able to, with one kick, all the men just fall down. You know what? Titanic is such a good example. Think about this. All of the women who say that they want to be men, right? All of the women who say they want to be men, who say they're transgender. I know I'm frozen. Hold on. All of the women who say that they're transgender and so on and so forth. Wait. Have them be on the Titanic or be on a boat that's sinking. And when they say, hold on, how's it go? Women and children first. Women and children first. Watch how quickly she throws a bonnet on her head and goes, "I'm a little woman." I thought you were a man. No, stay on the boat with the men. I thought you're a man. No, 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 no. I'm not. Mm-hmm. What happened to I'm a man. I'm a boy. Recognize my gender. Call me he. You don't really want to be a man. You don't want to be a man. See, that's the funny part. That's the best part. Women and children first. That, you know what? Those are the words that will get any transgender male to be back woman again. Women and children first. I know.
I hate Titanic so much.
You love it. You love
No,
that
it's a
movie.
terrible movie, and it's a terrible
No.
example.
No, and your favorite scene, I know what your favorite scene was. Your favorite scene was when Rose and Jack were on the door, and
Oh,
Jack
oh
let
no,
Rose have the door all to herself. That's your favorite
that's not
scene,
what
isn't it?
happened. That is not
What?
what happened.
Says who?
She straight up murdered him. There was plenty of damn room on the door.
No,
And
but
she
he
did it to
sacrificed.
cover up the evidence. She spent that whole trip slumming it with dirty peasant dick. And then when it came time where she was going to have to get found out, she let him drown so there would be no evidence.
Samael, you just don't understand romance. You don't understand true love. That was
Yeah, that's
true
probably
love.
why my marriage failed.
Samael, listen, listen. He sacrificed himself for the good of love. He let her have the door. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's how it was framed, but that's not what happens. Rose straight up murked Jack.
You're like, it was framed. Jack wanted to live. She killed him.
That's all I have to say about it.
No, you're saying Jack wanted to live. Come on, I know I'm frozen. You're saying Jack wanted to live. I don't believe that. I think he sacrificed himself for true love. Rose was a whore. Rose was a raging whore. Okay? She got on a boat and met a random peasant and gave it up on the second day of knowing him while she was engaged. She's a whore. And she deserved that slap. Oh, that's one of the best. That's one of the best slaps I have seen in a movie. But Cal just whoosh. and then stop it, Samael. And then Rose's stupid face was like I was like, the first time I saw that movie, I was like, I was like, do it again, do it again. I wish he would have slapped her twice, just one on each side. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it equal. Equal rights, equal lefts. I'm just saying, equal rights, equal lefts. Just one. She. Oh, that slap was so good. And then what, Fionn? Says, why is it that every romance movie that women love had infidelity on the woman's part? You know what? Because for some reason, women believe that that true love can come at any moment. Why do I keep freezing? For some reason, women believe that true love can come at any moment. And it doesn't matter if you are in a marriage. That doesn't matter because true love conquers all. Whores. Absolute whores. I know. Whores. But of course he wanted to live. He hadn't passed his genes yet. Oh my gosh. Poor Jack. Poor Jack. Poor Jack. The iceberg was the best character. Rose was a hoe. No. And no, you know what? Every time I say that, every time Yakub, you're not gonna characterize me as a woman beater. Okay? It's not my fault that I like to see women get what's coming to them. Listen, she had it coming. Look, when Cal slapped her, that was the best part of the movie. She deserved and then everybody else who watched that movie, they were like, oh, he slapped her. He was also a woman beater. He's a woman beater. It's good that Rose ran off. Shut up. He's not a woman beater. She had it coming. As soon as he slapped her, I was like, she had it coming. She had it coming, didn't she? Yeah. And I was watching it with Arabs. So we were sitting there like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Darn right. Yes, Mr. Renegade, Mr. Renegade. They were finding themselves under another man. They were finding themselves. We always have to find ourselves. Oh my God. Old man says Rose was the greatest alpha widow. She gets married, has children, and at the end of her life, all she can think about is Chad on that big boat back in the day. Yes! 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 That is it. That is it. See, that's the thing that the red pill channels are talking about. That's the thing. I was always wondering, what are they talking about? That's what they're talking about. That's what that means. You She had a beautiful life and full of family and all that, and the only thing that she could think about in her 97 years of age was, and you know what, that's probably what's happening with that woman who's trying to divorce her husband today, the 93-year-old who came to my office. She's probably the same thing. She's probably wishing that she could just have one more chance to see, I don't know, Harry or whatever his name was. You know, Harry is such a wonderful name, though. Harry is a nice name. And so is Henry. Henry, Harry, and William, Edward. Those are all nice names, beautiful names, like very royal names. But anyway, she probably spent her whole life wishing that she could just have one more chance to hang out with Harry. And you can't get it anymore. You can't get it. You had your chance. You rode the carousel, and now you have to get off the ride. Is her name Rose? No. I can't tell you guys her name, but I tell you what, I'll give you a clue. Her name is one of those old people names. You guys know what I mean by old people names. Names that don't exist anymore. Names like Mary, Edna, Ethel, Beth. Hmm? These are names that nobody names their kids anymore. But yeah, she has. Yeah, exactly. Abigail. Matilda. Gwendolyn. Look, Hair Trudies. Hair Trudies. That's a real name. Hmm. No, Alma is still that name is still kicking. That name is still kicking. Gertrude. How do you say that name? Gertrude. That's probably Gertrudes. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Gertrude. That's what it is. Gertrude or Trudy. Trudy. Jezebel. Bethelyn. Genevieve. That's a beautiful name. Genevieve is a beautiful name, though. I'm not good at Bertha. Bertha. No, listen. No, Bertha is one of the worst names that anybody could name their daughter. It's like, Mary, you just gave birth, didn't you? Yeah, I just gave birth. What'd you name the child? Bertha. Because I just gave birth. Bertha. No. Oh my God. No. Of course I'm frozen. Lovely. Wait. Anime. Oh, I like anime. Nancy. Brunhild. Hilda. Hilda. Hothelin. That's not real. Call me zombie, stop it. That's not real. Lula. No, Olga is a very, very nice traditional Eastern European name. So no, Olga is still kicking. Olga is still kicking. John, there are people still naming their kids John, but they're spelling it differently. They're not spelling it John. They're spelling it Jon, or they're spelling it, I don't know. They're spelling it different ways, like Gean, John. But yeah, like Gean or Jon. But people are still naming their children John, but just not the traditional way spelling. Big Mike, Big Mike. Thought apocalypse. No. Deep throat them in. What is wrong with you? Thank you, Neil. Hilda. No. My suckle mind. Stop it. Stop it. You guys are wrong. Oh, Berthel or Beryl. Beryl. Oh my God. Karen. Nobody's going to name their kid Karen anymore because of, Karen is actually an insult now. So nobody's naming their kid Karen anymore. Karen is a name that's going to die out and it's only going to be known as an insult from now on. You guys know what I'm talking about? Karen is going to become an insult that used to be a name. Watch. Watch. Like, don't take my word. Take my word. Bunny. Oh, that's it. Bunny or Bonnie. Bonnie used to be a famous name, wasn't it? Bonnie. Bonnie was cute. Bonnie was a nice name. Yes, BTK. That's the one I was thinking about. Esther. Esther. Oh my gosh. Esther. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm probably gonna go to sleep early tonight. You know, I I have gotten into the habit of sleeping early on the weekends because I need to get my beauty rest. I need to get my beauty rest. And you guys know daylight savings time is coming. 3 weeks from now, exactly 3 weeks from now, is daylight savings. So start preparing your bodies from here on out for daylight savings because it's going to be. Ugh, I hate daylight savings. I love when the time is like it is now because this is the proper way that time should be. But daylight savings is not right. It should not be, an hour early. It should not be that way. But I know. I hope Trump does remove this daylight savings things. We should just leave it like this. Leave it at winter time because yeah, it doesn't make sense to have the hour early. Doesn't make sense. Yes, March the 9th, exactly. So it's exactly 3 weeks from now. Exactly 3 weeks. Look at your calendars. It's 1, 2, 3 Saturdays from now. So I know Amira is the only one who knows the change in hour. You guys know I watch that like a hawk. You guys know I hate dawn. I hate dawn. I just hate it. I mean, it's just one of the worst times of day. Dawn. I can't stand it. And noon. Noon. I hate noon. Why do I keep freezing? But I hate noon and I hate dawn. The sun. It's just the sun. I can't stand it. The sun has such a wonderful time in the summer and I hate it. But anyway. No. I don't like for it to be darkest. Well, you know what? Turn a light on, Mr. Renegade. Turn a light on, okay? Because I don't like it to be light at 4:30 a.m. Okay? Okay? I don't like the sun coming up at 4:59 a.m. No, I don't. So somebody's going to have to give, okay? Somebody's going to have to give. Daylight savings is very stressful. I'll tell you guys this before I go. Daylight savings time, because of the change in time, there is an increase around that time of heart attacks, strokes, and health issues in people who have to go through daylight savings because it puts extra stress on the body to have to adjust to a different time and to wake up earlier than what you're used to. A lot of people, it throws them off. And there's an increase in health issues after daylight savings, at least a month It's like around a month of health issues, and then it starts to calm down again and go back to normal. So I'm telling you guys now to prepare the body for the crap that's coming, because I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I like the time should just stay one way. We don't need to keep changing it. Stop it, Mr. Renegade. Well, you do that. You go ahead and live in the middle of Arizona. I wish you luck. Vampiros, stop. It's like, yeah, men worked hard to give us electricity. Use it. I just listen, the sun, it hurts my eyes, it gives me headaches, and it drains my energy. I can't spend time in the sun. I can't really go outside that much. I'm always, I hate it. I really just hate it. Dawn, I just hate Dawn. I hate people who are named Dawn. I met a woman named Dawn. I hate her too, just for her stupid name being Dawn. I hate it. I hate it. It's terrible. Thank you, Aaron. At least somebody agrees with me. 4:59 a.m. and the sun is out there just awake. The sun is awake at 4:59 a.m. The sun is just out there waiting for me to come outside. The sun is just sitting there outside of my door like, come outside and see what happened. And this is the reason why. That's why. Like it's a big ball of hate. That's what the sun is, a big ball of hate. I hate it and it hates me. We hate each other equally. All right, I'll let you guys go. Sorry, I started drifting off into a different thought. I'm angry. It says, that's how it was in Iraq. It was right before 6. No! In the Middle East, the sun comes up at 6:30 a.m. all year round. Yeah, I go to bed at 4:30. Sun. I know. And that's the thing. I know, call it what it is, the hate ball in the sky. Seriously. No, listen. It's listen. It is for 3 months out of the year. For 3 months out of the year, the sun comes up at 4 something in the morning. 4 something. Okay? That is not right. That is not proper. That is not right. That's why we don't need to change daylight savings. It's even 5 o'clock a.m. is still too early, but at least 5 a.m. is proper. It's more proper than 4 a.m. Okay? That's all I'm saying. With daylight savings, it makes it unbearable. It's just, but anyway, Amita's TED Talk. Do you guys ever just hate the sun? Can you imagine how many people in the audience will be like, hate the sun? I can't imagine the audience. They would be not agreeing with me. They'd be like, boo! I'd be like, hey, it's not my fault you're a sunflower. Listen to me. Where are my fellow night dwellers? Night dwellers? No? All right. That's fine. That's fine. Good night. Good night, everybody. Let me do it properly. Here we go. Okay, wait. Okay, and we're good? Thank you all for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure to pass this Saturday with you, as always. You guys have been a great pride tonight. You guys have not let me down. You guys have not set me up for failure. And you guys have not led me into the darkness this time. That's a first in many months, but here we are. I am so happy that you guys have had time to join me today. And I hope to see you all on Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday. I plan to see you guys again. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everybody.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.